I'm Maggie Tarver. I'm the course leader of the Performing Arts degrees here in Southampton, Solent. I'm also a senior lecturer.
The main thing I'm looking for is potential. I'm not looking for people who are experts at performance, because if they were, then we would have nothing to teach them. So I'm looking for people who have potential, who we can turn into very good performers, so that they're ready to step out into the industry.
We're looking for someone that has the right attitude, the right approach, that they look enthusiastic, they're keen. They've clearly put a little bit of work into their monologues. You know, we expect them to have learnt them and put a little bit of preparation into them, so that shows their enthusiasm. And that's why we also direct them a little bit, because we get to see how they respond to that. And that's really, really important, because success in the performing arts, they say, is 20% talent and 80% attitude. Try to look at a monologue that's got a bit of a challenge in there, so that it's not all just telling us, you know, a story of something that's happened, that there's got a bit of drama in there, a bit of conflict or something in there, so that we can see them expressing some sort of performance ability rather than just learning the lines, which is a very small part of what they really need to do. And when they're selecting those monologues, make sure that the two contrast. So, you know, if one's a comedy, then the other one needs to be a drama, and vice versa, or something along those lines. And also make sure that the monologues work as a standalone piece. Sometimes a monologue in part of the play works in the context of the play, but what we're doing is taking that monologue completely out of context and treating it as a standalone piece. And some monologues don't work as a standalone piece because they don't have sufficient in there to make that work on its own. So look at that, think about that, think about the context of it and the content, and don't always go for the easy options. Challenge yourself. Don't be afraid to make mistakes either. You know, we're not looking for anything perfect. We learn from our mistakes. So don't be afraid to give it a go.
Applicants are always nervous. That just goes with the territory. But all of our applicants are people who are used to performing. They've been on stages, they know that feeling of stage nerves. So it's just something that they deal with. And one of the things I always say is the more prepared you are, the less nervous you're going to be. So come along confident in what you're going to present, and then you'll have less nerves.
If you're not nervous, it means you don't care. So nerves are good, that's fine. And I think the process to go through is acknowledge that you're going to be nervous, fully acknowledge that, and find a way to try and use those nerves to help with the performance, because sometimes the nerves can bring a bit of adrenaline, and then that brings the performance up to a level that you hadn't thought you would be able to reach. So if you can use it in that way, then that's a good thing to do. But also look at making sure you give yourself plenty of time. Don't arrive at the last minute. Make sure you've learned it, you've put the work in. Trust that you've done that. Because when you get up here and you're nervous, the first thing that will go are the words. I know, been there myself many times. And the first thing that will go will be the words. So make sure you know them and have prepared them to the best of your ability at that moment in time. And then that's something you don't have to worry about. And know that you're going to be nervous. Use various techniques to try and calm yourself down. Breathing techniques are really good. Arrive in time, plenty of time. Don't leave it to the last minute. And just give yourself the best possible chance that you can, really.
My main advice to applicants would be yourself in the audition. I want to meet the person that's going to be coming here as a student. So don't try and be something that you're not. Show me who you really are and allow me to like that person.